thought that maybe when Brahmastra would be releasing, I would be hiding under the bed. Ranbir is a dream to work with.
Alia is a big diva.
We'll really realize the success of Brahmastra after some time.
One of our big joys on it has been that so many fan theories came up.
Today I'm speaking with the actors and director of a film that everyone's talking about. Thank you so much for talking to the Quint, and firstly, big congratulations. Brahmastra's got the numbers and so much love. Has it met your expectations or has it exceeded it?
I would say met our expectations. The truth is that we have got some feedback on a few things that I feel we can, must learn from and improve in our journey ahead. To say it very, very honestly, with part 1, I would have liked to get like a 10 on 10 in every department.
Yeah, of course.
The truth is I feel we have to, learn from this and improve a lot more for part 2, and on part 2 hopefully we'll do an interview and I'll say that yes, I can say we exceeded expectations.
Yeah. What about you guys?
The thing, if I can say on a film like Brahmastra, is the expectations from the beginning have been very high.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is before we even released our trailer. There was a certain curiosity. I think it's because of the people involved in the film. Also, the amount of times it got, the release date got pushed.
Yeah.
People got even more curious ki kya ban rahi hai. So let's just say it's one of those films which is very difficult when the expectations are like so high for you to meet those expectations. The endeavor was to always be very true to the film and focus on the film. Like, let only the film do the talking, which is why you can see even before the film released, we didn't do any talking. We let the film do the talking.
Yeah.
The tandem that I have expected from the audience as just a cinema observer and somebody, of course, as a part of the movie, has been pretty in sync.
I want to add something actually to this because it's an interesting question you asked us. See, one of the things is, that Brahmastra was a very new kind of film that we were making.
Yeah.
At some level, it was a very large-scale mainstream experiment because it wasn't following in the tradition of a film that had been made before it.
Yeah.
My expectations also were just, honestly, of myself and our team to work our hardest and kind of create this film for what it is. There has been a lot of learning in putting part 1 out in the world and understanding what people responded to and what certain people have not responded to also. And the different audiences that have responded differently to, let's say, the love story, to the fantasy aspect. We didn't have it down for sure that everybody is going to talk only about the SRK sequence or everybody. Yeah. So there is a lot of learning that was very important on a project like this.
Yeah, I have to agree with both of them. Of course, your expectations are met, but I also believe that because Brahmastra is such a new animal in town, I think we'll really realize the success of Brahmastra after some time. It's too new, it's still playing in the theatres, it's still finding its audience. I've heard so many people going twice, thrice. The children have taken up to the film. It'll take some time, it'll take a couple of months to really understand the impact of Brahmastra.
So what were your nerves like the day the film released?
I felt that palpable excitement that people are coming out to watch this film, to give it a chance, to discover it. Really, the thing that drives us all is that feeling of magic at the movies. And
I think I just had so much of faith, like when you have faith in something, then you don't, it's not that result driven immediately. The faith is so strong in what Brahmastra is and what Brahmastra is trying to be, that I don't know if I had an expectation or any of that kind. I think it's beyond an expectation.
I read somewhere Alia was all over the place trying to find out what's going on the day of the release.
On the day, but that's just how I generally am. It's a curiosity within me which I just can't kill.
We make fun of Alia. Like, there are a lot of producers on this film, but she has that, normally it's the producer on the film who's leading like all the figures, putting everything together. Alia is the leader in that department. She knows everything. क्या हो रहा है फिल्म के धंधे के साथ, क्या होने वाला है, what's going to happen, all reviews, all feedback.
I like to find out.
It's good to have someone like her on the team.
Yeah, it's
she eases it
essential.
out clearly.
But I'm with Ranbir that I had a lot of faith. Like, I was like, I had thought that maybe when Brahmastra would be releasing, I would be hiding under the bed. Like, I would be that nervous. But strangely, I was like, and I was saying I was being overconfident. I said, I'm not being overconfident. I believe in the experience and the entertainment the film has to offer. The audience came and spoke by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We were like, okay, audience is coming to watch the film.
do you think the relationship dynamics on this couch right now, husband, wife, and really close friends, I would think that a film like this would need a lot of shared passion,
Yeah.
belief, and faith. Do you think the relationship dynamics sort of really helped put this film out there?
Now that it's all done, I think we've survived it.
Yeah.
And definitely
well.
the relationships have all
Yeah.
perhaps helped
We don't
it,
hate
and
each
we are
other.
survivors at the end of this journey.
Yeah, we don't hate each other.
Yeah, not at all.
No, it's
That
been
was
good.
certain.
It's been good. We've come out of it
Yeah.
like stronger.
And you're working with a partner. Do you think it has its positives because there is a lot of comfort, or do you think it can also go the other way sometimes, like bahut ho gaya?
नहीं ऐसे है नहीं because I'm a very, and I don't mean to say this in a very like narcissistic way, very involved,
Yeah.
not self-involved, but I'm very like, how do I put this out there, like I'm very cut out from everyone else when I'm working.
Okay.
You know, so no relationship dynamic. I've worked with my mother also on
Yeah.
a film. In front of the cameras, actors are just actors.
Yeah.
And it's very, very difficult for you to bring your, you know, personal
Basically,
dynamic.
Ranbir is a dream to work with. Now, Alia is a big diva, so she was just like,
It's true though. Ranbir is a dream to work with. And
and also true that you're a diva.
I'm not a diva. From which angle am I a diva? He's pulling my leg.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
You know, this film has sparked such a conversation when we got out from the theaters. After very long, there was a film that you want to see who's watched it, you want to discuss it. Have you guys read the theories that are doing the rounds? Do you find any one of them that's really interesting?
Every theory is interesting.
Everything.
We are very into it, but let
Yeah?
me tell you.
Yeah,
In fact, one of our big joys on it has been that so many fan theories came up. People have really read into it. Young people have really read into
And
it.
before he indulges in this, let me tell you that when Ayan was writing Brahmastra, there was a lot of layers in the way Brahmastra was written, which
Right.
probably it will take an audience member couple of viewings to completely understand. But what the audience has given back are even deeper layers that even we didn't put in. And having said that, there are still many layers that probably the fan theories have not caught on as
Yeah.
of yet.
But it's very interesting.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
and the kind of layers they are bringing in, and it's all doable for the next two parts. Not saying that it is true, but it is all doable.
Do you have a favorite?
I don't want to give it away because I.
What if we use it?
Yeah.
Or what if we've already thought of it?
Exactly.
So why don't you say something that we are definitely not going to use, but you were like, it's very interesting. I'll tell you one, and I'm giving it away in this sense. There was some feedback about how Alia's character, Isha, is connected with Dev's character. And people noticed that the ring that she was wearing in her hand is the same ring that Dev has, or similar, on his hand. And I swear, I showed the film to so many people internally. Nobody ever picked up on it.
It became a thing later.
So are you saying there was like a costume mishap? Like she just gave the
No,
same
it's
ring?
not the same ring. It's
It
just
is- it looks
it,
like
it
the
just
same.
looks similar.
But there was another thing that when
There was-
Shah Rukh Khan's Vanarastra scene was going on, there is a book that fell which
Yeah.
said some spy.
The
Which is
prodigal
also
spy.
which is also people
That's
are
my
thinking
favorite.
is Alia a spy?
That's my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite fan theory because it's like, okay, now you're literally staring at a book
Yeah.
falling from the middle of an action sequence, and Ayan has gone into that layer. I think that is quite
But you know
Our
what's
production designer made a joke about it. She said, this book has come back to haunt me.
but you know what's really cool is I remember 5 or 6 years back when Game of Thrones was on,
Yeah.
all of us used to sit and discuss theories,
Yeah. Right.
you know,
Yes.
and we used to and Ayan is a nerd, like he's a geek boy where all these pop culture things are concerned, and he had so many theories, and we were like the dumbos, we didn't really understand those theories, but now having people make theories of your film,
Yeah.
it's
Alia is offended that you called her dumb because she was very
I was
into the
fully
Game
into
of
the Game of
Thrones
You
Thrones
weren't that much,
theories.
not that.
One last question, one lie about Brahmastra 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a trick question.
Isha's character has a negative connotation.
That's something a lot of people said
So
while
people
viewing
picked
the
up,
film.
People picked up on it, and I'm surprised by it. But I want to disband that because it makes the reading of part one a little bit false.
Okay.
To be thinking that. So you should disband that idea. That's not how we created Isha's character. She is actually a truly positive
Yeah.
force of light and happiness in Shiva's life. There are other layers to her that we want to open up, but being a part of the dark side is not one of them.
We're looking forward to the next one. Thank you so much and
Thank
good
you
luck.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.